jukebox sang, and we danced till the lights went dim. The streets were safe, the air was clean, the world didn't feel so grim. A nickel bought a soda, a dime a dream. Now the past feels far like a rushing stream. I'm proud to be a boomer, where at least I know I'm sane. Though my knees may creak and my back complains, I'd gladly rise from my wheelchair, stand next to you, and I won't forget my medicine like I always do. We built the bridges, we paved the roads, we worked with calloused hands, watched the moonlight touch the stars, and we made our family plans. Now the world spins faster like a wild parade, but my roots are deep and they never fade. Don't call me old, just call me wise. I've seen the truth behind the lies. I'm proud to be a boomer, where at least I know I'm sane. Though my knees may creak and my back complains, I'd gladly rise from my wheelchair, stand next to you, and I won't forget my medicine like I always do. Now the surf guitar's a call from the past, riding waves of time that'll always last. Banjo's picking a story untold, Phil cries out, young hearts turn old. I'm proud to be a boomer, where at least I know I'm sane. Though my knees may creak and my back complains, I'd gladly rise from my wheelchair, stand next to you, and I won't forget my medicine like I always do.
There you go. Figured I'd change it up a little bit today here, guys. You like that song? Is it open? Anyway, hope you're doing good. Just thought I'd do a quick stream here, see what's going on in the world, and get back to things here. So, sounds good to you? Sounds good to me. Anyway, hopefully you guys are all doing good. Thanks for popping in, all 80 so far. I appreciate it. Let's get into some news here. Some fun little stories, I guess you could call these little things here. I saw this thing here just recently here. You know, bulls are kind of smart. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? I think Patrick's probably smarter than this bull, but this bull's got a probably better memory than me and Patrick do. Check this guy out. I guess this guy here was his guy who used to feed him when he was a little baby bull, baby cow. And then, you know, normally he would just attack anybody that kind of steps in the ring with him, but he wants to smell people first. So check this out. Good sense of smell, I guess. So anyway, that's very cool. It's like the little animal videos where the animal remembers the gorilla. He remembers the person that brought him up, things like that. Jane Goodall type stuff. Anyway, what happened on The View here? I guess Jeffries is out there. Was this a couple days ago? I didn't see this one yet.
Person has a bathroom in their, every congressperson has a bathroom in their office. So she's got a bathroom she can use in her office. And I'm sure she can use your bathroom and the bathroom of every Democrat and every person who's not a bigot in the United States Congress.
We have bathrooms here. In this building, it just says all genders.
Yeah.
Why can't they just do that everywhere?
Yeah, there are.
She actually asked that. Yeah. Why can't people go into a bathroom that says all genders? Seriously.
There are all gender bathrooms in many of the Capitol office buildings, not necessarily in the Capitol itself, but we're going to work through that.
Renovate.
Yeah, no. Hopefully you never become Speaker of the House to have that authority. Anyway. This is another cool gorilla one here. You like gorillas, guys? How you doing, Electric Blue? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Who else is in the chat? Put a 1 if you're in the chat. Put a 2 if you're not really in the chat. You know, put a 3 if you're a lurker. There you go. Get the gorilla thing going on here. I don't know what this thing is going on. Is it a snake or whatever? What's going on here? Oh, I think he did a poo poo. Did he do a poo poo? Oh, he's trying to scare that guy away. Get away. Quit bugging me. Quit bugging me. Tucking his bum hole. Yeah, you're going to get in trouble touching his bum hole. Dangerous to touch another man's bum hole. Even if it's a gorilla. Like, what the heck is he doing there? You better watch out. You better watch out. Don't be naughty. Don't be naughty. Rooster in the house. What's going on? Nice to see you. What's happening, Rooster? Okay. Anyway, enough of the weird stuff there. Crazy stuff. That's the stuff Rooster used to do when he was younger. Anywho, this is an interesting story here. Not sure when this was here, but this genius Democrat here had trouble kind of aligned about the drug strikes, things like that, and being a hypocrite here. Let's listen to this.
We're putting them in legal.
Senator, have you seen the video?
I know Democrat and hypocrite are kind of interchangeable words. So
I have seen the video, and it is deeply disturbing. I am mostly concerned with the fact that we are
look at the news person's face there, like she knows the person really hasn't seen it.
putting our American servicemen and women in jeopardy here. We're putting them in jeopardy in case they ever get shut down. We're putting them in legal jeopardy. They could be brought up in international criminal courts. And so
Are you that stupid? You're going to allow U.S. soldiers to be brought to international courts? Get the heck out of here.
what we're doing here is taking those professionals or utmost professionals and putting them into harm's way. And that's what bothers me the most about what Pete Hegseth is doing. He is the least qualified Secretary of Defense in our nation's history, and he's very cavalier about doing things. The fact of the matter is only Congress can decide that we can go to war, and there was no such declaration made.
I just want to make sure that that I get this accurate. You have seen the classified video of this particular strike, the first strike, and then the double tap, as it's known.
No, I've just seen what's been available in the media.
Okay.
I've read the full report, but I've not seen the actual video.
Senator,
Liars, liars, pants on fires. I've not seen the actual video. I've just seen reports and, the publicly available 5-second video, that's like, what the heck is wrong with these people? Do they ever tell the truth, guys? Do they ever tell the truth? BG on the scene was hanging around in Syria here, evidently. Here, let's see what Syria looks like these days. Keep in mind, Syria used to be, very Muslim, not super Muslim, but open up to women could sort of show their faces a little bit. Looks like they're still allowing that nowadays. Looks like they're more like covering the hair, but they don't have to cover the face and all this stuff. Happy about something anyway. I was noticing kind of the behavior, the little bit more open culture nowadays. Looks like, at least in the city. Are you guys chatting? She saw it. Hallelujah. She saw a TikTok video, just like 90% of the Democrats out there. Well, what was this thing here? Who was filming this little situation? Patriots, Pacific Northwest. Miss Mary copied this one here. The Antifa community has been really working on setting up all their gear outside of the apartment complex adjacent corner from the Portland ICE facility night by night, but they are bringing more and more stuff that they leave out with someone to watch over it. Nice job on that close-up. But then again, he did have to shove his face right in the camera. Let's check this out here.
I take one of their eat. Look at that fat fuck.
What's your fucking problem?
Just videotaping, buddy.
Yeah?
As I have a right to.
Medics. I'm sure they're medics. They probably read the back of a aspirin bottle.
They act hard, but they're really not. Yeah, I was hoping to get his face. He's down here a lot. He's a pussy, though. A few of these guys will actually do something sometimes, but that guy just talks a lot. I'm slowly coming up with names for all of these people, though, that aren't their actual names. It's pretty funny. I think Tommy's probably given these people fucking half of their names.
It's like all the people in the apartment, they don't have enough life of their own. They have to hang out there and yell at ICE and sit out on a cold, wet night out there and do nothing. Silliness, people. And try to dress up Antifa style.
Guy keeps trying to hide his face. Yeah, the medics are serving the fucking pizza. It's probably full of hormones.
What did that say? Death to America? I'd be surprised. Oh, this guy here, this person here, was the same person that when they cleaned out their camp, the Sunday after they cleaned out their camp, they had all their stuff kind of stationed just left to where they're standing right there. He came and picked it up in a car and everything and took it somewhere else at that point there. That's who this person is right here. And that white blonde-haired 40-year-old lady was the one who kind of yelled at the police or whatever about, like, oh no, you're being mean to us. You're making us take our stuff out of here and get it off the sidewalk. You're so mean.
Overall, though, it is
I had that video, it's FYI.
the most mellow Saturday night I've ever seen.
Yeah, very mellow. Not a whole lot of people. There's still a few streamers that came out there later on, but most people are like, what's the point? It's another reason I don't go out there so much, you know. It's like, same old, same old. Let's see what else we got going on here. Ooh, back to the bookmarks. Ilhan Omar here, guys. Let's see. She evidently kind of rage quitted or did something here.
Being put specifically on your community. 7 people charged, all but 8 are of Somali descent. And that has added to the spotlight being put specifically on your community. Why do you think this fraud was allowed to get so widespread?
Well, I want to say, you know, this also has an impact on some.
I was wondering if you guys are. That was a good question to ask. It's like thinking in my brain, what's a question I could ask just for the heck of it? Retired at 63. Interesting. Thank you, Cool Roy.
Always, because we are also taxpayers in
probably for tax advantages or something like that. Probably 63 or 65. I think there's an advantage to it at that point there or something.
Minnesota. We also could have benefited from the program and the money that was stolen. And so it's been really frustrating for people to not acknowledge the fact that we're also as Minnesota.
All right, Lou, I'll try to remember that at the end. Okay, thank you. Remind me when I'm done here or whatever. We'll try to cover that there. I do want to. At 10 o'clock, my Seahawks play football too, so I'm trying to zoom through this.
As taxpayers, really upset and angry about the fraud that has occurred.
Of the 87 people charged, all but 8 are of Somali descent. And that has added to this.
We also could have benefited from the program and the money that
we could have benefited if it wasn't cheated on. Go ahead.
That was stolen. And so it's been really frustrating for people to not acknowledge the fact that we're also as Minnesotans, as taxpayers, really upset and angry.
Oh, now she cares about Minnesotans and not Somali Minnesotans. Okay.
About the fraud that has occurred.
Of the 87 people.
I thought there was a bigger version of that. Somebody said she got upset or whatever during that interview, but maybe I'll look at that later. Portland homeless situation. I always like to do one or two of these situations here.
Really, it's just sad. It's a big drug epidemic. The state of Portland making sure that we can smoke, you know, the fentanyl users can smoke their drugs, give them everything they need. Because why? Because we will kill ourselves faster than they could. And that's really, it's just sad. It's a big drug epidemic, and it's scary because there's some people that are trying, but most of us, we're not. And we're, you know, everybody's somebody's mom or sister or brother or father, and God rest our soul.
So it kind of sounds what you're saying is that decriminalization of drugs hasn't really helped matters out here.
It's, if anything, it's made it worse. Yeah, so they decriminalized them to make them legal because that would slow things down. All it did was speed it up. Because real friends would never sell friends drugs.
No, facts. The homeless people are smart too. That one is anyway.
You look like a rich, powerful son of a gun.
Not me, man.
If we'll
Really.
We'll take a $50.
No, fuck you with your cameras.
Why?
I don't want it.
You have a lovely face, sir.
Thank you.
He said thank you. We gave him a compliment.
Come on, guys, please.
Okay, sir.
Please. With
You're
all
not
respect.
allowed to touch me,
Hey,
sir.
with all respect.
Sir, may I ask you your stance on Palestine?
Imagine somebody getting in your face earlier, you're trying to enjoy your dinner and acting your stance on Palestine. What kind of crazy people are out there in the world? I mean, this person is probably not on drugs. They're just kind of on Palestine.
Likes it. Well, we got a slight night. Don't be sad, guys. Everything's going to be okay. We love you. We love Palestine. Don't be sad. So you have lovely meal. He ate the last bite. He enjoyed it. Sahtain, as the Arabs say. Sahtain. We hope you get much help. 2 times help. Free Palestine. Ma'am, your glasses are lovely. You exude. She's a person to hang out with. She's a winner. I would ask you out on a date if I wasn't married. God bless you. Free Palestine.
Poor wife.
Sir, you're looking with your glass. Oh, now he took a bite. Now she looks mean. Wow, that's a look if I ever saw one. Free Palestine, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. This is a free country like Israel. Where's the right area, ma'am? This is a free country. Ma'am, where's the right area? I don't even want to go. You're too easy. This is a free country. Sure, thanks. Maybe you should, ma'am. Maybe you should. Maybe you should cover your face and a lot more, ma'am. Free Palestine. Sir, I love your sweater. Free Palestine. Nice sweater. Free Palestine. He's dinner for one. He's a boss. Sir, we love you. Free Palestine. We're just giving you some entertainment. God bless you.
Which God? Free Palestine. God bless you. Usually you would say the Allah thing or whatever. Crazy people. See what else we got going on. You guys doing good in the chat there? You guys behaving yourselves? Of course you're behaving yourselves. You're chilling out with me. You're doing the good things here. Let's play some music in the background here. Not that one. Maybe this one. That's a good one. Just don't go to sleep. What's this video about? 2 a.m. Monday morning. Wow. I don't know what that video is. Breaking massive fake news operation has been busted after Democrats claimed federal agents ran over illegal alien Jose's foot, causing him to scream in pain. So I'm guessing his foot did not get ran over or something like that. Did I miss that part? Trying to look at it. Supposedly it got ran over here. Hard to tell. He was on the other side of the thing at that point there, but could see his foot. Liberty, Oregon. little video here. Sometimes I don't look at the titles. Oh, there's yelling and screaming on the little megaphone on the other side of the street there. It looks like Richard was over there last night. Some megaphone people. Ground Zero PDX is filming him over there as part of the time. Pretend Media was out there, it looks like. Oh, and also, did you guys know? Oh, look at that Joe guy was over there, but they're not allowed to have chairs over there when the police are around anymore. They can't sort of make that look like an encampment. So they can use the benches, but they can't bring chairs over there to make it look like there's a powwow over there anymore by that little train station thing, because technically there's no train to make it be a station. Okay, how we doing? This is yesterday, I think. Here's Mr. Wonderful Person.
And historically, as Adam has pointed out, the Coast Guard doesn't do that. They board the ships, they interdict the drugs, they collect the evidence, and in many cases, they try these individuals and bring them.
I was wondering if you're 2 a.m. On Monday or whatever, you must be across the world there somewhere. So yeah, I'm glad you're paying attention to what's going on in crazy America.
To justice. Why can't we do that now?
So what I've learned from all this, and this is not the first time this has happened, don't get on a boat with drugs in it. You get blown up. That's what I've learned from this. And I think at the end of the day, the administration was elected to stop the inflow of drugs.
It's a pretty good idea. Don't get on a boat that has a whole bunch of illegal drugs on it. Bad for you just to kind of the smell, much less, the things that don't like drugs, like missiles.
That are killing Americans. I think they're doing that. We're having a very healthy debate about it. But basically, no one's debating whether we're drugs on this boat. Venezuela's sending drugs out everywhere. And where it gets transferred to what boat and when, who knows? But if you're on a boat full of drugs, you get blown up. And I think this may have some drug dealers saying, maybe I want to slow down on the boat drug stuff, which is really what the mandate of the government is. The double tap system started in Afghanistan years ago when you would paint a terrorist with a laser. They don't use snipers with bullets anymore. They paint them and they send very precise ordnance in, kill them right in a room. Then they wait 20 minutes and nuke the whole place again. No one was complaining when that happened. They did that thousands of times. And so I don't know why people, listen, this is horrible. Killing people is horrible, period. But when the mandate is stop drugs flowing into America to stop killing Americans, and you're a drug dealer in a boat, you might get nuked. I mean, that's what I've learned.
I guess that's.
Common sense. What a concept.
And historically, as Adam has pointed out, the Coast Guard doesn't do that. They board the.
Here, you guys, here's a fun video. Buffalo.
Whoa.
Pretty buffalo. You guys like buffaloes? Big cattle. They make good jerky too.
Beast, bro.
What's up? Yellowstone. This lady's always makes good videos here.
Universities brainwash their students to be liberal? No, because I actually find it hysterical how a lot of Republicans.
Oh no, it's different lady. This one's not smart lady. There's another one that looks similar to her that is a smart lady, I think.
And Trump supporters like to say that colleges and universities brainwash their students to be liberal, when it's like, have they ever just stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, that people that graduate college and are educated with a degree are more likely to lean liberal because they're smarter? Just a thought. I can't with y'all. I really can't.
Did she just say something, the stupidest thing? You're in there to get a degree on science. You're not getting a degree on politics, right? Therefore, how would that necessarily lead to you to being liberal and Democrat. If you're going to college to learn something, you're not going there to learn politics. Unless you're a political science major. They don't understand what's going on in their heads at these colleges. Wow, it's brainwashing. I tell you, cool, Roy. I tell you. Wow. There you guys like cute videos or something like that. We'll come back to that cute video later. There's another cute one there. What's going on here? UK. This guy evidently spent 500 days in jail. His crime was the young school teacher refused to call a pupil they, them. All he wants to do is educate. Yet he's in chains for refusing to allow indoctrination. I don't know if there's much to this video.
Enoch Burke was produced from Mountjoy Prison to the office of the Supreme Court here in Dublin this morning to file an application for leave to
I think some liberal states are not far away from this, if not already.
Appeal to the Supreme Court regarding his case. This appeal is specifically about conflicting judgments in the Court of Appeal regarding Enoch Burke's case. In March 2023, Mr. Justice John Edwards stated that there was no evidence whatever that Enoch Burke was being disciplined because of his views on transgenderism or because he objected to the principal's instruction to call.
Hey guys, do me a favor. If you're on YouTube, put a 1. If you don't mind chatting in. Put a 2 if you're on Twitch. Put a 3 if you're on X. Thank you.
A child by a new name and the they pronoun. Now, Mr. Justice George Birmingham, the then president of the court, and Miss Justice Moira Whelan agreed with Mr. Justice John Edwards in that finding. They were then the 3 most senior judges of the Court of Appeal. Moira Whelan is the person,
not the John Edwards you guys remember from back in the day,
who got appointed to the Court of Appeal in 2017 amid huge controversy. All procedures were bypassed. She sat at the cabinet table when her own candidacy was being discussed and considered by the government. There was furore in Dáil Éireann. Every major politician disagreed with what had happened, but she got in the back door, notwithstanding all of that. Now, almost 2.5 years later, in July 2025, 3 other judges of the Court of Appeal, considering the same factual issue, i.e. the basis for the disciplinary action against Enoch Burke, came to a completely different conclusion regarding that question. They found that the fact of his objection to the principal's instruction and the substance of that objection, i.e. his views on transgenderism, were factors and were central factors to the disciplinary proceedings against him. And in fact, the Court of Appeal found that any reasonable reader of the principal's disciplinary report would understand that the principal's overarching complaint against Enoch Burke was his refusal to comply with her instruction. However, there was an unwillingness on the part of the second Court of Appeal.
So when it's talking so much legalese, basically sounds like he decided that he was not going to go along with what the judge lady said and apologize for calling the person they, them, and that's what caused it to happen. Not the fact that he just simply called them they, them, that he did not bow down to what the government asked of him, basically. That's why he's getting most of the punishment.
To acknowledge that the findings of the first Court of Appeal were wrong, or to acknowledge that he had departed from them. As matters currently stand, therefore, there are 2 judgments of the Court of Appeal extant with diametrically opposite findings on a most serious aspect of the disciplinary process, i.e. what is the basis for the disciplinary action against Enoch Burke. The disciplinary appeal panel has scheduled a hearing for Saturday the 13th of December next. Now, it would be unfair and highly unreasonable for the disciplinary appeal panel hearing to take place, to go ahead on that date.
Imagine a government that's the UK or whatever, where you have a disciplinary panel and things like that. I guess in the jail system, we sort of have a disciplinary panel and things like that. This sounds like it's more court related than it is jail related.
Without this issue being first clarified by the Supreme Court. And that is why Enoch Burke was produced here today from Mountjoy Prison.
Anyway, this is the other day here, I guess. This guy's a little bit heavy here.
Makes it illegal. Do what you want. You have to do it off of private property.
Yeah, but he's done.
Okay?
He has
Local police.
That's why the officer told him to go inside. But if you continue right here, you're continuing on private property after you've been asked to leave private property. Okay? This isn't public. It's not the police department. It's not City Hall. It's not the sidewalk. So do all this. I'm fine with it. But do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. And move it to the sidewalk. That's all I'm asking. That's why we're going to the sidewalk. There's a power. We got power.
Unhappy that ICE is around, I'm guessing, and they're trying to film ICE. The owners of the gas station say, if they're not going to buy anything here, get them on the sidewalk, please. Yep.
Ya es bueno, vamos a seguirlo.
New Orleans is going off.
No racist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No racist USA. No land.
Well said, Cool Roy. Yeah, exactly. Life experience teaches you more than you can in 4 years of college. You know, and you're just sitting there doing one thing and indoctrination. You know, liberal professor. It's like, I just can't believe that lady said that. I'm like, you're going there to be educated on being a doctor. What does being a doctor or a lawyer necessarily have to do with changing your political perspective? Nothing. But it has when your professor says that you should be a lawyer and everything so that you can help the people that Trump hurts or in his mind, you know, and something like that kind of stuff, then it's indoctrination.
No ICE. No racist USA.
No Landry. No ICE. No racist USA.
No Landry. No ICE. No racist USA.
No Landry. No ICE.
What? I think it's like 10 or 12 words on that one. They're upping their game when they're not just 4 or 5 words kind of chants over and over again. They're doing this sort of other thing. You know, they say one thing and then it gets a reaction of something else. Interesting. They've got more words there they can sort of take home with them, you know. So that way, that when a conservative journalist comes up to them later, they have content to tell them, you know, like, what does your sign say? They'll say, it says this chant that I remember from the other days. What was that chant again? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. What is your actual opinion, though? The journalist might ask. I'm not sure, but blah, 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 blah. What I heard in the chant.
No racist USA. No racist.
Craziness. Homeless. Somebody sleeping in their car, doing dangerous things in their car there, it looks like. I don't really want to get into that particular one there, but yeah, typical stuff that happens in homeless Portland, doing a little fire in their car or something like that. Dangerous stuff. Nancy Mace here.
Absolutely frustrated with Congress. I'm not retiring. I have no interest in retiring. Am I absolutely frustrated with Congress? 100% yes. I loathe how slow Congress is. I loathe that serious lawmakers are not taken seriously, that we are legislating by discharge petition. That's how the Epstein bill was done, by forcing a vote on leadership. Yesterday, this is where the conversation that was partially overheard. I was talking to 3 of my colleagues, is that I signed a discharge petition to force a vote on members trading stocks. Now, the stock trading ban legislation is sponsored by Republicans and Democrats up and down the aisle extensively, but we can't get a vote on it. We haven't codified Trump's executive orders. You know, I see these things and it is very frustrating, but I didn't say I was retiring. I'm not retiring. As frustrated as I am, I do love the job. I'm not retiring. I have no.
Isn't she? But she's also running for governor, though, right? Of South Carolina, if I recall. Somebody's running for governor of South Carolina that's out there. Can't keep track of all of them. I don't care about Ford Fisher really, but New Orleans protesters were going crazy there the other day. Was that the Nick Sorter thing? Yeah, it was the Nick Sorter thing there. Did you guys see this? I don't know what He was being attacked first, and Nick was like trying to get the person to get off of him. I'm not sure if he hit him with the. Looked like he sort of might have tapped him with the phone or something. Yeah, somebody got his face right there. You saw that. Again. He's got like a soda in one hand, and a water bottle, his phone in the other hand. Shorter person with a backpack coming up on him. Trying to attack his phone and his property. So he swings to try to stop that person from going after his property.
No, you need to chill out. You need to chill out.
You guys were allowing the other person to attack him. When Nick sort of fought back, evidently, then you wanted to go after Nick for retaliating to protect his equipment. And then they did this sort of hug routine here to sort of stop him from doing what he was doing there.
You need to chill out. You bet. Get off of me. You bet. It's okay. It's okay. No. Fuck off. You need to chill out. Can you chill out? Get the Can you chill out? Can you chill out? Can you chill out?
Don't do that, bro. Get out of face. Don't do that. You're attacking people, bro.
Anyway, I think that's where it stopped. I always want to see that video, so. What's going on? This is kind of silly here. Maybe it's Republicans or something like that, but you don't need to drive by a person's house and call them names or something like that. You know, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, kind of silly stuff. But I guess people are saying that Tim Walz drive by his house and never calling him names. Not a smart thing to do. Anyway, here's Portland again for you. Yeah, they were really peaceful out there too, weren't they? Did you see all those yellow coats that were out there too? Those are supposed to be the de-escalators out there. You know, usually, I'm not sure how many of those were right-leaners or left-leaners, but usually the lefty de-escalators would stand next to the right-leaning people, you know, just in events like that to keep them kind of away from the lefties. I didn't see a whole lot of those unless the guy in the yellow jacket was a de-escalator, but attacking a person's phone is not a de-escalation tactic. You would do it, Smoky Pipe? It's okay. It's just, you know, even though I'm not a big fan of his kids or whatever, but he does have kids in that building, you know. That's the reason I wouldn't do it.
Shit. How cable's getting up there?
Wildness in Portland. Here's a different view here.
We are.
Hold on. So is this how it started up here? He's kind of up there with on the stairs.
We are.
Oh, okay. He was just up there filming. He wasn't doing anything. Just kind of filming from behind the person with the bullhorn. This person pulls him off of there for practicing it, being possibly on public property. I'm guessing it was outside of a courthouse or something. This de-escalator person got his hands on him like this. Also, see this? Trying to shove him out of the way there. He's about 4 inches taller. FRSO, freedom. That's what was a socialist thing. These are de-escalators, guys. De-escalators that probably know they know about free speech. They just don't practice it.
Everybody, I want federal property. I want federal property. Yep.
Federal property, yeah. You guys do better not stop somebody that's on federal property from going where they can go. You cannot dictate where people go on federal property unless you're federal authorities.
We got the power. People power.
Idiots. Again, this is not a good de-escalation idea. Let him have his moment in the sun there if he wants the moment in the sun. By you sort of stopping the optics, he's just going to keep trolling you. You already probably call him a troll anyway. So let him get his troll stuff done out of the way. If the person behind the camera is on his side, I assume it is, Freedom News, then just allow it to kind of go about that. But when you sort of do this, you just encourage more of it.
We got the power. People power.
When we come together, united to defend our community,
Usually, if you're supposed to be a little less partisan than if you're wearing a yellow jacket, you're there to kind of crowd control, not to participate.
This is way too much running for the day.
I didn't even have the hat on this time.
Funny how that happens, Rob. In fact, how is that poll going? Just curious. Let's see here. Oh, we got 55 to 65 in the solid lead at 39%. 23 votes going on that one. 30% say ASAP. I figured. Oh, James Klug was there also. You see that? So let's go back a little bit. I was wondering if you had any partners out there besides him.
We truly have. We can shut all this shit down.
Yeah, right there. It's James right there. Is he wearing his JK hat? He might have been.
I'm also here today because I am proud as hell of our Southern heritage.
Oh no, we got a blockade. I can't possibly go around it, can I? Oh no, how do I?
You're weird as fuck.
You're wearing it. You're fucking wearing a mask.
You're weird. You couldn't even hear that she was wearing a mask by the voice, like saying it's somebody that's trying to film an event is weird. Oh, these people. Slow down version night. We saw enough of it already. Saw that one already. Why is it still showing up? I already kind of brick market and then unbrick market. Maybe they don't take it off a good deal. Ooh, good. Are we almost done? Yeah, we're almost done. Oh, what was this video here?
First of all, it's great to see you. I'm happy to see that you're okay. How are you? How are your staff doing?
Oh, this is the woman that says she got pepper sprayed when it was down at her feet and never hit her when she was going against what the law was saying, federal ICE agents and things like that. And then they want to do the victimhood mentality when she was trying to break the law and things like that. But yes, make her a victim.
I think we're all okay. It was really scary, very jarring. I mean, it's one thing to hear about these things happening in communities. It's another thing to have it happen directly to you.
When it happens in communities and everything, and they break the law, they get consequences. When you break the law, when the ICE agents say, stop following us, stay back, and you keep coming and you keep encouraging the other stuff as a congressperson at that point there, and you're encouraging violence against ICE agents and encouraging rebellion against federal authority, wherever you heard that before, then yeah, you get in trouble.
I really did go, with the assumption that I'm just trying to understand what's happening. And so I went up, I introduced myself.
As a Democrat congressperson that usually knows the laws, especially Arizona, you would know immigration laws, you would think, then you really would need to ask the ICE agents what's going on. You would know that they're there to carry out immigrations and customs enforcement. That's kind of in the title. So why would you sort of need to ask any more questions than that? If you wanted to, you could probably write a strongly worded letter to the head of ICE, and they probably would get back to ASAP rather than bug agents that were out there carrying out their duty.
I let them know who I was. One agent said, I don't care who you are. You need to get out of the way.
Exactly. While you're in Congress in DC in a building, you have quite a bit of power there, okay? Once you step out of that building as a congressperson out on the streets, without sort of being in a federal building of some sort, maybe a federal jail or something, some place you might have oversight over, you really have no authority any more than any other citizen at that point there. Absolutely no authority whatsoever. You're just a normal citizen. You think you have power because you got a piece of paper. That piece of paper that says you're a Democrat congressperson only applies in one building for the most part. You understand?
We were pushed, we were shot at, and it's really scary. It was very frightening and very jarring.
First of
They think they're so special. It's just like, even Republicans that sort of do this stuff, they think they're special because they have that piece of paper like, no, I'm above everyone else. You don't attack me because when I'm sort of breaking federal authority or something like that. Don't attack me if I'm breaking the law. I'm a congressperson. Let's watch some fun videos here real quick. You won't catch me hanging out with those guys. Scary kitty. Hyenas versus a giraffe. Baby giraffe there on top of mommy giraffe. Ooh, ow, ooh, down again. Ooh, down. Good sound effects. Alrighty then, alrighty. You guys like that? Fun little things. Now, somebody asked me to look into another story here, and I got to go back up. What was the other story somebody asked me to look into here? Oh, there's something I didn't read here before. Donnie pledges to protect illegals in New York City and stand up to ICE. Some days after promising to stop sweeping homeless camps. Of course he did. You know, he'll say that stuff, but my guess is Adams right now is kind of putting in executive orders and everything to sort of make it harder for him to do that stuff, you know, and maybe the council will sort of make it a little harder for him to get too communist on them. We shall see. What was that? Somebody wanted me to look into. I think it was Electric Lou. Oh, wasn't it Lou that wanted me to look into? Not that one. Not that. I was scrolling up the chat here. Some sort of story you wanted me to look into. Well, here it was. Crowborough training camp protests. Interesting. Let's see if I can look this up here for you. Crowborough training. What's it about? I'm not sure it'll come up with anything, but something came up here. It's England, I guess. Turn out again in some quintessential typical winter weather to protest the government's migrant housing plans for the training camp. Oh, migrant housing. What kind of a training camp is it or something? It's only a picture. Give me a video. Media. You don't got media on that? This looks more interesting. Yeah. They kicked kids out of a training camp in lieu of what kind of a training camp was it? Just like a military training camp or more of a summer camp type thing or something like that?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
I'm assuming since they have the Union Jack, it's kind of more of a patriotic type thing. Anti-migrant, in other words, right? See if there's anything else about it here. Watch that news thing earlier, but here's 600 unnamed individuals, single men, free to roam 5 minutes from town center, 5 minutes from local schools. What about our feeling of safety and security? So wrong. Was there another? Crowborough says no. Oh, that's the town. Okay. How far away from London is it, if you know? Quite a few people are out there. Okay. This person says
Sussex. Now, I've interviewed enough people to know, I've seen enough people to know that the mainstream media, yet again, are gaslighting the public. There is no mixed review here. There is no divide amongst the community. Nobody wants unvetted men, at least of all 600 of them, unvetted plonked in their army barracks. Just look at these lovely people.
Oh, army barracks. Interesting.
Peaceful, wholesome human beings. Communities. Families. Families are out in force, doing it the right
way. Sort of like in the States where we have a ROTC type thing, kind of thing. It sounds like that kind of thing. They're not quite in the army, but they're almost in the army kind of thing.
Doing it the peaceful way. Do not be fooled that anybody in the UK is happy with unvetted men being plonked within their community. It's a globalist agenda, and we're not falling for it no more because everybody is now their own independent journalist and activist. Get out and record what you see and post it on your social media. We will not be gaslit anymore. No chance.
Danger, danger, danger.
We're on Cobra! Here we are.
Interesting. Anything else? Pretty much the same. A lot of pictures there. What's the red and the white one? Lou, what's the... It's not Switzerland, but what's that flag? Is it Ireland or something like that? I know the Union Jack is that one, but what's the red and the white one? You guys know? Yeah, you probably remember from different areas from Eddie Blocks or places like that out there yet? Lou, what's the white with a red cross through it? It's not the Christian flag. It's a flag of King George. What's it represent? Just curious. A Templar flag? It's the English flag. Okay. No, okay, the other one's the UK flag, but if it's strictly English type area, that's that flag. Okay. I'm kind of curious what kind of flags they have over there. This one's the same place.
Moved here was for a safer place to live. Yeah. Got a little. We recently moved here. This news came a few days after we moved here. Wow. The reason we moved here was for a safer place to live. Yeah. Got a little one, and we just think it's insane. There's too many people. 600 for a town of 20,000, unchecked, unvetted. We're just scared about it. Really. Yeah. We just can't imagine it happening.
And Epping. Is that near this for the same reason, or is that a different thing? Just kind of migrants being sent to all sorts of places or something like that. Is that what it's about?
Well, it must be really upsetting having just moved here because you thought it's an unsafe small town, right? How do you feel about it?
I feel really nervous. I was looking forward to walking the dog in the forest, things like that, and it's just I'm not really going to leave the house now.
Well, we recently.
Okay. Probably the same thing. Is it? Are you thinking like right now kind of thing, or very recently that you had another protest in Epping or something like that for the same purpose? I'm bored. Mainly the hashtag is Crowboro. It looks like there, but trying to see if there's anything else here. The organizer of the Epping protest has been arrested on this is August 31st on this one here. That's old news there, but so they had a protest there related to migrant stuff or something like that. There's another Crowboro thing.
That is happening.
Yeah, hi. Amazing to see everyone out here. Thank you everyone for coming out. I could just about see you guys at the back. Can you hear? Can everyone hear? There's someone with a head down right at the back. Can you hear? Yeah, you. Excellent. Media. So every time to be helpful. Look, thanks as well for the speakers that have been here today. I think it's great to have Emma up from Wethersfield as well and the Pink Lady. So thank you very much. That we have seen from the District Council is being ignored. And it's very difficult to get them on side. Now, we've got some amazing district councillors there that have been very... Well, that's good to hear. So, look, Matt's already talked about some of the benefits. Obviously, there is a financial risk to us, but that's fine. We're doing this on behalf of the company.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, maybe I did hear that somewhere. Anyway, I don't see... I think we covered that quite a bit there. Trying to see if I see the word Epping or anything like that in any of these titles here, but... I don't see it there so much, but I think we covered the news pretty well. Let's play a song here, guys. Which song should we go with here? This is Bill Tifa. You know, sometimes there's my Bill Tifa buddy next door. Not really buddy, but a little troublemaker next door. Always dresses up in black bloc and tries to take over my stream. He said he wants to do that later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to let him, but anyway, we'll see. Here's a song the team I made about him, I think. And then see if you like this one.
Bill Tifa stands in the corner all loud. Thinks his brain's a lightning cloud, but it's a drizzle. A faint little sound. He's sinking in the quicksand ground. Mr. Bill rolls in with his steady stride. Common sense as his trusted guide. No need to yell, no need to fight. Bill Tifa's jokes fade in the night. Bill Tifa's wrong every time he tries. His punchlines fall, his logic dies. Mr. Bill stands tall like a mountain wide. Bill Tifa runs, but he can't hide. Radical dreams built on shaky floors. Bill Tifa's knocking on closed doors. Says he's a rebel, says he's the man, but his blueprint's just a crumpled plan. Mr. Bill smiles calm as a stream. Reality sharper than built with a scheme. Dad jokes crumble like brittle sleeves. Truth always beats a half-baked dream. Oh, Bill's a fight you can't outwit. Your arguments twist, but they never fit. Jokes of thought, beliefs that split. Mr. Bill's wisdom, it's the ultimate hit. Oh, built a foot you can't outwit. Your arguments twist, but they never fit. Jokes that flop, beliefs that split.
How's that song? You guys like that song there? I'm trying to see whether there's another thing going on right now, but I don't see anything going on right now. I don't want to rate that guy. There's nothing else going on there. But let's see. This will send you to Bach or whatever, Precision or whatever. If you guys want to see some other content there, I think he's restreaming some sort of an event or something like that, or maybe it's some old news or something like that. But we'll send you over to him, I guess. Since I can't think of anything else to send you over to. Let me double check one more thing and see if there's any other crazy things going on, but I don't think there is. I'm not going to send you to that guy. No reason to go there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. Just you guys don't have to go to on this raid if you don't want to. His title is when Tommy went to the furry thing or something like that. And Tommy's not live, so I'm not sure what it's about. Anyway, we'll see you later. I'm gonna go watch some football. Oh no, I'm not. I missed. I was gonna play some of the church music from the church that I like to view or something like that, but the music portion's probably over. But anyway, let's call that one good for now. Why did I do this? I resaved it. There we go. And go back over here. Powerball. Ooh, if you guys are interested in Powerball stuff, God Rides a Harley is big on that kind of stuff there. So contact him on my Discord or wherever you're out there if you're interested in kind of parlaying into that kind of power stuff or something like that. Not that we condone gambling or anything like that here. It's bad for you. What else? Nothing else I can think to do. But anyway, if you guys want to, feel free to follow the stream over to Bach Precision or something like that. I think his name is. Normally I would send you to somebody more entertaining, but it's about as much entertainment as you can get. Make sure you hit the like button. Did you guys already hit the Facebook button, guys? Hit that description down below there. Is that the right one? I think that's the right one there. Follow that Facebook or that Instagram for me, please. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. Click the follow buttons over there. You guys are awesome as a possum, and we'll try to come back later today with some other news or streams. Maybe we'll do a reaction video later today too. I like to do reaction videos to Liberty Hangout or James Klug or something like that. Just kind of fun stuff to break up the monotony of the news, I guess. But anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day and have fun and all that craziness. Okay, God bless. Let me give you a 30-second countdown. And as you do the countdown, you guys can say your goodbyes or whatever, and I'll put it on the screen. All right.